Chrchie are going to be reading your submissions and your requests for advice on love. Or I guess crushes if you guys don't... The blind leading the blind. Get this guy out of there! Get this guy out of the chat!
We said it was advice. We didn't say it was qualified or professional. So like...
What you get advice. Is what you get, and you don't throw a fit.
Yeah, what you get is what you get. What she said. What the alpha said.
Yeah, get behind me.
The first submission, I want advice on confidence. I am not confident enough, and I am always too nervous to come up with pickup lines. Overall, I just have no idea how to act or to talk. Can you two help me out?
Why do you need a pickup line? If somebody told me a pickup line and they didn't mean it as a joke, I would be a little afraid.
You think pickup lines don't work?
If I'm waiting for a coffee and you came up behind me and you're like, "Hey, you from Tennessee? You're the only Tennessee." I'm just gonna be like, "Thanks."
They like come up behind you and whisper it in your ear. In terms of like overall having no idea how to act or how to talk, most people do not care about you, which is like not a bad thing, right? Like it's good that
they're more worried. Most people are more worried about themselves than about you and your mistakes. Is I think what Chrchie's trying to say.
Yeah, 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 exactly.
Nobody cares about you. Nobody cares about you. No need for pickup lines. Start small. Guys and girls, just get used to giving compliments and be sincere. You like their hat? Hey, man, I like your hat. You like her skirt? Oh, I really like your outfit. Your skirt's really pretty. Oh, I like the way you've done your makeup. Your hair's very nice.
I love the way you smell.
Actually, my friend told me that yesterday and I didn't know what to say.
That's it. Okay.
Work on your confidence by not being afraid of people because they're not really paying attention to you. I want advice on dating. I live in a small town in the middle of nowhere, so I kind of feel like my only chance is the apps. But I've literally only heard bad things. I feel I'm not made for these, and I can't help but feel like it's over for me. You know what? I can touch a little bit from my experience, like being homeschooled. I just made online friends. Go get an e-girlfriend.
Honestly, you'll probably have more in common with someone you like talk to online than like a random person in your small town. I don't know. Yeah, that's what I think. Yeah.
I did try a dating app once and I sprinted away. It was a dating app that had like voice prompts and everybody had voice prompts, so I was like, I'll be weird if I don't have any of those, so I did. Yeah. And I had some guy send in like a request that was like, "You sound like you could be a VTuber," and I uninstalled the app immediately when I saw that.
VTuber is so specific too, because he didn't even say like a cartoon, you know? Like, he didn't say like cartoon.
Yeah, he didn't say anime, he didn't say cartoon. He said, "You sound like you could be a VTuber," and I sprinted away. I uninstalled the app, and I feel bad, but like I couldn't do it.
I just don't think apps are the best, but I have some friends that like say they met their like significant others through the app, so I don't know what to say.
I've seen some people get success, but like for me, I never went on a date from it because I've never been on a date, and it felt like anytime a guy would like ask to meet up with me, I would be like, do I really want my first ever date to be like just some guy from an app, or do I want it to be like I just barely learned this guy's name? Don't I want it to be more special? And then I would do the most horrible thing, which is ghost people because I got anxious.
As a non-social person, the only way I could imagine getting a partner is asking someone I've never met. With this in mind, what approach should I take talking to someone that I find cute?
What if there's like speed dating in their area? I seen that on TV shows, because then you
I've
could
seen
go
that on TV too.
Yeah, see if you could find like go on and be like speed dating near me. There's gonna be like fundraisers or like charity events that are running like speed dating, and then maybe you can sign up. I think the biggest advice I would give to like flirting with a stranger is give them room to do nothing. You're gonna go and give them a compliment and expect them to say thank you and never talk to you ever again. And if you're okay with that and happy with that, they're more likely to actually reciprocate. I like your shirt, or I like, if they feel no pressure, they'll feel the safety to actually interact with you.
Hello, it is a bit of a serious question. How should two people properly cope with a distance relationship? We knew each other for a few years, but only started dating a couple weeks ago. So we really trust each other. But with visa problems, it may be months or even years before we meet. So it's from Russia to Germany.
I've had a lot of online friendships because that's where I got most of my sociability in my life. As somebody that didn't really have a lot of like hobby groups, didn't go to school, didn't work very many, like my jobs I was like nannying, like I didn't have any coworkers. And with any friendship you need communication, so talk like regularly, you know, send daily messages or every few days messages, call when you can. One thing that I liked to do that is probably not as common of a thing people do, because I used to have to beg my friends to do. Nobody wanted to do this because it's so much work. But you can order the same food at the same time, or you can like both follow the same recipe at the same time and cook together, and like on call, and like it's especially fun if one person knows the food and the other person is like being taught, because that's how I learned a lot of different like culture foods, because I would be like, my friend, teach me to cook. Pick a recipe. Let's cook together.
Yeah, for me, I think it's just important to have optimism and like to have hope in your heart, because once you feel like the crushing weight of the distance and start feeling like it can't work, then you start, then it starts like going to shit, and you know it's possible that it like disintegrates and you start arguing and say, when is this gonna end? Is this just like a nothing burger that will just never ever like we'll never meet? I think it's just try to be optimistic about it.
Ooh, from chat, VR is also a good option. I think so, because then you have like you can see like mannerisms and stuff like that, and probably video chatting too would be really good. Video chatting,
of course.
Yeah. I want advice on sexuality. I'm an asexual guy. How soon should one bring that up to a girl?
I'm actually not well versed. Like, does asexual mean you just don't have like any desire? Like you would be okay with not having it at all, or is it like? I actually don't know, guys. I need to Google.
I don't know either. Exactly.
It's hard to say, but I would say this is something you should bring up like as soon as possible.
I would say pretty early. It's not like a first date topic.
Yeah.
But like once you have an idea that you're going steady, you shouldn't feel embarrassed to be yourself and bring that up to a potential partner because they have an issue with it. They're just telling you their red flags early on, really.
I have a friend who I have had a crush on for a few years, despite my best efforts to lie to myself about what I was feeling. Presently, she knows. I told her that I'd wait to ask how she feels until things settle down, since she is still dealing with an ex. Gulp. The question is, how do I know when things have settled enough for me to reasonably ask how she feels? Remember, we don't know you. We don't know the other person involved. We're just yapping, okay?
we got like a small question on the screen. We're making our own stories in our head.
This is tough because like she knows how you feel, but for some reason she hasn't reciprocated. Yeah, this is tough because you told her, but she didn't give an answer. But also you said you could wait. But also like, how long can you wait for? And she's also dealing with like baggage from her ex, which is like...
Yeah.
It's just a lot. It's just a lot. So
I would say it's really hard to tell because we don't know your situation, but I would hope that this isn't the case. If you asked her that like a week ago, a month ago, even 2 months ago, I'd say like the ball's kind of in her court. After that, like 3 months plus, like maybe you could bump her a little, be like, hey, yeah, I still really like you, you know, do you feel the same way about me? Like, do you like me back? And if she leaves it ambiguous, like, you're such a good friend, or like, no, but you're really awesome, or like, a little bit, but I'm still not over my ex, I would just try to move on. I think you got the answer
then, yeah.
Anything but a yes is probably a no. I want advice on dating. What makes for a genuinely good first date? Is it more about the activity itself or the conversation and connection between two people? Also, do you have any recommendations for first dates that are budget friendly but still fun and engaging? I'm gonna let Mama Tubi start because I've never been on a date. So I can tell you what would probably be nice because I've had people ask me advice and they're like, wow, that's good ideas. Because I have a very wild and vivid imagination.
Bruh. Bruh. I think, okay, it depends. I think anything where you can like, there's an activity, but also you can make conversation. So that if it's awkward, you can focus on the activity, but not an activity where you can't talk at all, like a movie. Like activities, like bowling or like going to the arcade or like painting pottery is always fun. Top golf is fun, like a golfing range, because just anything where you can, there is an activity, but also you're able to talk because if it gets awkward or you don't feel like talking halfway through, you can focus on the activity.
The thing is, you have to at least ask her interests for these to apply. You know what I mean?
Imagine you like take a random girl like on a first date, you don't even tell her, and then you're like,
let's go gloves, pick up trash.
Here's your bag.
Oh my god, if somebody did that to me, y'all would not hear the end of it for the wrong reasons. I'd be like, this guy picked me up. And then we went around the city and picked up trash for 3 hours. And then he just said goodbye.
Just how to like convey like interest and attraction without being creepy or weird. There was always a risk that somebody will perceive you as creepy or weird. You just have to accept that.
Yeah. Work on your self-confidence until you don't mind if somebody perceives you as creepy or weird. Like, that's such a hard hurdle to get over, and it's one that I struggled with a lot. But, like, once you get over that, you'll genuinely appear so much more confident and actually attract more, like, interaction with people as well.
If you
rather than being
realize
afraid of it.
You made someone feel that you're creepy and weird, so it's like, yeah, maybe you were. Okay, is it the end of the world? No?
I want advice on relationship. I've never had trouble making female friends, but I've never really known how to turn that into something more. Do you have any advice on that? I always imagined it would happen naturally as the friendship evolved, but in my experience, I end up not knowing what to do, getting nervous and acting mechanical and forced, then nothing really works.
Female.
It's such a hard thing to navigate, I think, because it's like, even if you happen to get the RNG on a girl that likes you back, both of you are not going to know how to navigate it because of the fear of, if you guys actually like each other that much, you probably are best friends or very close friends, and then it becomes scary to make that move. I wish Shumi was here because she could give that advice. She's done it! She's done it! She did that!
I think it's just something you have to like pursue. Sometimes you just have to communicate. Which is scary because, like, you don't want to hashtag ruin the friendship or whatever. Just communicate. You have to. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You have to do it. And, like...
You just have to do the confession.
Yeah.
Like... I think there comes a time where you just gotta do it. And you gotta bite the bullet. And you gotta be like, whatever this is... It would be worth ruining the ruining the friendship.
Yeah, you can make more friends. Yeah. You can make more friends, okay?
If you truly feel like what you have is more special than friendship, like just bite the bullet and say, I like you.
Yeah. Well, I think I think I kinda...
I like you.
I like you.
Wait, what? I just read chat. Did you read chat?
What?
Putinyo was the question about.
Wait, what? Already?
Putinyo was the question about
in
the
between
Russia
submitting?
and Germany.
Hello, it is a bit of a serious question.
I'm single again.
No! Bro, not in between submitting and us answering. Hell yeah, brother, you're free.
Oh my god, that's heartbreaking. I'm so sorry. Instant results. I'm on advice on romance. Oh, I can see. Say, ladies, what's a straight shooting fella gotta do to land himself a real swell gal these days? Just look at the layout. I've got a wallet absolutely bursting with cabbage, a mirror finished shining my boots, and a sweet little T-bird parked at the curb just begging for a moonlight cruise. I'm putting on the whole Ritz. Yet the local ladies still give me the absolute hi-hat, breezing right past me like I'm nothing but yesterday's soggy newspaper blowing down a rainy alley. Darn tootin'! Girls don't just care about cabbage and boots and your T-bird. They're walking past you because you're being a creep. Okay, go on a date with him.
I only care about that.
Go on a date with him. Go on. He has it all.
Yeah, take your hat off. I'm a girl and I have a crush on a coworker and I have no idea what to do. I've never had a crush on anyone as an adult, and I've especially never had a crush on a guy. He sits on the opposite side of the room, which is good for looking at him, but I hardly get the chance to talk to him. How can I make excuses to talk to him more? He's really kind but seems shy. We're both teachers, but I rarely have classes with his grade.
Aww.
Also, are either of you actually qualified to be giving this advice? Like, I'll take what I can get, but...
Listen, proven to work, okay?
Yeah, proven to work. We broke up within a relationship.
We got you, girlie. We got you.
Yeah.
Miss never been on a date before. I got you. You could probably, like, if you guys have like a break together, you know, go sit near him, be like, oh, what do you like to do after like work, or do you have any hobbies, or do you have any family, blah blah blah. Like, ask him questions like that. If you're not even friends with the guy, you could just be like, hey, I think you're really cute. Do you want to maybe
show your balls?
Do you want to get coffee after work? Don't say show your balls.
Whoa. I think, like, I guess, like, you work together, but you've never really talked much. I don't know. You could start with like, hey, like, I want to talk. I want advice on, like, the dealing with this in the classroom, or like, on my lesson plan, like, and just like build a rapport.
Yeah.
And then slowly shift it to talking about things outside of work and seeing if he reciprocates.
Ooh, that's such a good idea. Be like, I need help with this lesson plan. Could you look this over with me? And then as he's there, be like, yeah, I love getting coffee after school.
Are you assuming this is a woman asking?
Because it says I'm a girl. At the top, the first 3 letters in this question is I'm a girl.
Okay,
how to tell if a girl likes you? I have a good friend that I have a good friend that I kind of have feelings for, but I have no idea if she feels the same way about me. Does she touch your arm a lot?
Does she laugh at, like, everything?
Everything, even when it's not funny. And then she grabs your arm while she's laughing.
You're so funny. How do I start a conversation when meeting someone? I'm at an event and I see someone, maybe wearing something that I know, or with something that caught my attention. Will everyone in the scenario assume I want something more from that interaction and, like, be resistant to even getting to know each other? Is it possible to make friends from the opposite sex in a situation like that? I think
making
that friends is fine like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that it follows the same rule as like approaching it as a romantic thing. Is like you can't expect anything from it.
I don't think everyone thinks that you approaching is like nefarious, like inherently nefarious. I think you can. It depends on the event, though, right? They said event, but I don't know what kind of event this is.
Maybe I'm assuming it's a convention, and he's talking about cosplayers or people wearing like familiar merchandise. That's the scenario that I made up in my head, but obviously I'm just making it up.
Yeah, no, let me think. I think it's like, it's pretty cool to like approach someone and be like, yeah, I'm also interested in this thing, but once again, like, do not pressure them to like add you on other stuff. Like, I think it's okay to chat and then like maybe give them your handle and then kind of walk away from it.
I actually did make friends with 1 or 2 people at a convention. I was incognito, but I made friends with them. And we vibed over how long the line we were stuck in together was, and we exchanged numbers, me and this girl, and we talked for like a week after. So you definitely can. It's not impossible, you know?
Oh, we have 12 more. That's a lot.
That is a lot. We probably won't be able to answer all of them though. But maybe at the end, after we've answered as many as we feel like we can ask chat to give us advice.
How can I meet
See, first the blind leads the blind, and then the blind.
They're gonna roast the frick out of us.
Okay, well, we roast the frick out of them every day, so it's fine.
True.
It's
Yeah,
fine.
maybe it's
fine.
like a little bit of revenge. Yeah. I have a crush on a boy I've known for several years. I liked him for about a year now, and I know he's single. Unfortunately, he lives on the other side of the world, so another long-distance question, which makes hanging out difficult. Though we've met in person multiple times, the time is usually too short for me to ask him out. I mentioned the idea of living near him temporarily, but is it weird to do that when I don't know if he feels the same way? What if I'm just wasting my time? So,
if you think it would be fun as friends, then
yeah,
like
right?
if you're gonna have fun there regardless of having a romantic relationship, then I think that's fine. If you're only going there and you would only have a good time if it turned into something romantic, then just ask them first.
Yeah. I don't think, like, why would you go there if that's like your goal? Like, I feel like it's something especially you've known them for several years, and doesn't this mean you're friends? Like, I feel like you would need to like, you know, like communicate. Communicate. My high school crush who hardly friend zoned. Who hardly friend zoned?
Mods probably messed that one up. Sorry.
Moved to a city next to me and now are replying to my stories and giving me lots of openings. What should I do? Do I valorize myself or do I go for
What
it?
does valorize myself mean?
A Valorant?
That's what I was thinking of too. How?
Wait,
Bro, help me read this.
Oh, like give yourself value?
What?
Like value yourself?
You are valued already. What the heck? If you have to remove your value to go for somebody, then always value yourself. You should never ever be putting yourself in a state of like putting yourself down to be with somebody. Like you should always be lifted up by your company and your friends and your companions rather than pulled down. So if you feel like you're losing value by hanging out or like going for somebody, then don't do that.
Yeah, but I think like people can change and like feelings can change. Like maybe she wasn't interested in high school, but like now things have changed and she is. I don't think that necessarily makes you like a second or third choice or a backup. I think it depends on.
Maybe she's matured and come to her senses.
Yeah.
You could just go as friends.
Go for it if you think you can take it. Yeah.
Yeah, if you just want to be their friends, go as just their friends. If you want to only be their like partner, say, hey, I'm interested in you only romantically. Do you want to be my romantic partner? And then if you get your no, move on. Or if you don't care to find out.
She's so...
If you don't care to find out, then just don't go for it. Don't be their friend. Hi, Minnie and Chrchie. Hi! I'd like to ask for advice that as an introvert who's also super socially awkward, how would I best go about finding my partner? Like where/what should I do to find them? I'm not sure what's the best way of doing so, and I don't think dating apps are a good fit for me. Any advice would be much appreciated. P.S. Thanks for taking the time to help us with our romance-related concerns. Also, thank you to the mods for screening our questions. And thank you for your question.
Yeah, I think apps are not meant for introverts and
Or
like
most
socially
people,
awkward
really.
people. Or most people.
I think it's made for casual hookups mostly. Like some people have better
Yeah.
luck on it, but I think it's crafted for casual short-term things.
I think kind of maybe summarizing some of the things we said, like online is not bad. Like I think that it's very normalized these days to meet people online.
And very good for introverted people.
Yeah, and then also like obviously a lot of other things you would have to put yourself out there and like you would have to kind of fight against that instinct to be introverted and like socially avoidant, which is really hard, but you kind of have to do it to meet people. And I think we mentioned what, like interest groups, special interest groups and meetups, right?
Yeah. Like I'm sure you could find like a D&D group in cities if you liked that, or other tabletop games, or if you like dance, you could find a dance group. There's a lot of groups and hobbies that you could find if you did want to do some of that. And some of them are introverted hobbies and have introverted people in them, you know?
Yeah.
If you did not want to meet somebody online. Yeah.
How can I meet people around my own age? I don't meet many people in general, and that means even less chance to meet someone I might click with relationship-wise. Over the last... Oh, this is very similar. Over the last 5 years since my last serious relationship, I've tried a few hobbies. Lately, a dance class. Oh, like you mentioned! But I
This gotta be a
typically
minion.
only meet people 10 plus years older there. Are there any suggestions, be it hobbies or other approaches?
Try. It might not be your scene, but if your city hobby groups are mostly filled with older people, if you are college age, you can find college groups and classes and stuff like that, which could offer those same hobbies with a younger audience. Or you could go to like bars or dance halls, stuff like that, depending on like where you are. Like a club, if it's your scene, again, could offer more younger people. Coworkers could be a good option depending on your job.
Yeah,
On,
depending
like,
on your
meeting people.
job.
Yeah.
What I'd like to ask is someone who is socially awkward / oblivious.
Hi.
What is the best way to show interest in someone? In other words, how do I flirt? we were like talking about it earlier, right?
We talked about it like from the female perspective, though.
Yeah. Oh, from the male perspective.
I don't know. We could try to
get
get for like how would a guy flirt, but like
Yeah. Okay, what? Any suggestions? Any flirters? Any flirters with suggestions on how to flirt in the chat?
I feel like as a guy, now the same reason that now this could be a girl too because they didn't specify. It could go either way. But we did already give the girl advice, so I'm kind of leaning towards doing guy
What
just
the hell?
because.
What is the snake
But, like,
method?
No idea. Probably something from TikTok. Who knows?
Fuck if
But,
I know. I can't help.
I think that it's hard for guys because like the girls often have like a buff of not coming across creepy for flirting because they're not expected to make the first move. So by going against the social norm of making the first move, you kind of don't have to deal with being seen as creepy as often. There are still girls that could be creepy. Not saying that a girl can't be creepy, but I'm saying that like it's perceived as less creepy like in society. But like for a guy, flirting is a very like fine line, unfortunately, between like you want to make people feel comfortable and good about themselves. At the end of the day, that's kind of what flirting boils down to from the guy's like perspective. If you are I would say well-mannered and like respectful, automatically your Riz points go up, at least with me. If a guy is like, yeah, if a guy is just being very nice and respectful, and like I'm attracted to him, physically, like bro is rizzing me without even trying. He probably has not even said it. He's probably not even said a word to me. But like if he's just like, oh, like holds the door open for me and says have a nice day, I'm like, please just ask me for my number, please.
I'm looking for advice about dating expectations early on. When asking someone out for the first time, is it generally better to explicitly call it a date or keep things more casual? I think it's always better to be explicit if that's what you intend.
Be explicit, okay? It can be casual, but then at that point, it's just flirting, you know? Next, I'm incredibly curious.
Me! Yeah, you had it. Sorry, Alpha!
I'm incredibly curious and torn regarding my romantic preferences and my sexuality. And over the course of this year, I've been feeling attracted to a really lovely guy. We've got, sorry, my ear's blocking it. We've got quite a few times together in VR meetups, and we've been talking lots and have given each other lots of hugs and even lots of virtual kisses!
They went like this.
What I'm wondering about is that we are planning to meet up in real life. I've never been on a date before, and I'm overthinking everything. How do I prepare? How should I communicate with them about this? If you're giving each other virtual kisses, I think that you're probably good to just probably ask them and be like, hey, I've never been on a date before. What is this? Are we going to be going on a date? Like, you could probably confide in them, and then if they really like you, they'd probably see it as cute and endearing and just tell you, you know, like, you give them virtual kisses. Chat, they might kiss.
They might kiss. Yeah.